What's going on, guys? ZombifiedGamer here. Welcome back to This Is the Police. It would appear City Hall hates me and the Mafia love me. No word on the police station yet though. You can lead a horse to water but you can't make him drink. Very true. City Hall intern found dead in apartment. 21-year-old Alison Bell victim of brutal murder. Freeburg housing construction affordable. I don't care if you're tired. I really don't care. You've got work to do. Okay, first things first, let's try and send a detective on the serial murder case. I've sent two, I think. I think that's the right place anyway. Please be informed that we are calling in two of the employees who initiated the complaint against you for official interviews. Date of interrogation 21st of September. Okay. Dear Jack, we hear your employees got on camera and said all sorts of rubbish to discredit you and the Freeburg police. We had to put pressure on the TV studio to close down the show. From now on, keep your chatty little monkeys over there in check. And as for Percy and Vermilion, I want them gone by tomorrow. I'm not allowed to fire Percy though. If you remember, I was told not to fire him under any circumstances. As Freeburg's police failed to detect the appearance of a famous serial killer in the city, it has become clear that your detectives simply are not up to the challenge. You have 7 days to fully update your detective roster, find some smart young faces, and those other assholes working for you, keep them far away from the police station as possible. I'm keeping my money, man. Take everything. I've almost got 50 grand now, that's good. An old man complained that a suspicious guy was lurking around an apartment building. He doesn't live here, and I know the faces of all my neighbours. The guy's selling drugs. How do you know what he's selling? What shift do I need them on? Let's have a look. B, definitely B. There we go. You have discovered evidence hidden by the dentist. I did it right, but who? Detective Davenport fell into a violent trap set by the dentist and was declared dead on the scene. Not him! He's the fucking good one. Come on. You bastard. Mr. Boyd, after the needless death of Detective Davenport, the guy had a quick word and we decided we can't keep going on assignments like this without SWAT support. Fair enough. What piece of evidence did I get? The fuck is that? It's just a piece of paper with nothing on it. Okay. Something suspicious is going on near the forest. Can you give me more details than that? That would be nice. Right, let's stick these guys on there. Oh wait, I have to send the SWAT with them on regular cases as well. That's kind of shit. I thought it would just be for like the big serial killer case with the dentist, but I don't know. The guy didn't have any drugs, he was waiting for his girlfriend who hadn't answered his calls since they quarrelled. I love when people lie to me. It's always fun. What the fuck? Oh shit. I just remembered. I set up a trap at 10 AM, didn't I? Because I was going to put Vermilion in it, but I couldn't. And I just sent two officers to their death for no reason. Shit. New frames. 3 different jackets. Amazing. Keep looking for stuff. Please. A man attacked a salesgirl at the flower shop when she refused to give him a bouquet of roses on credit. Eyewitnesses report that the man struck the poor girl with a pistol and started to choke her with some packing tape, all while he kept yelling, "I just want to be treated like a human." Then maybe act like one. And not act like a fucking maniac. Good job. I love when a plan comes together. Still can't believe we accidentally got 2 people fucking killed for no reason. An armed man wearing what looks like an explosive vest is standing next to an attraction at the ice arena, demanding that the dangerous stuff be dismantled and removed right away. Park visitors and their children are trapped on the Ferris wheel, and the offender is refusing to let them leave. There you go. 712 in progress. Philip Santos said that his former business partner, together with 3 armed accomplices, broke into his house demanding money. Santos couldn't pay. He keeps all his cash in the bank, so they kidnapped the man's wife and their infant and took them to an abandoned house on the outskirts of the suburbs. They ordered to return with the money within 3 hours. His name is Rafael Souza. We created the company 3 years ago. Business was lousy, so he blackmailed me after the first year and forced me to buy him out for a huge sum of money. Now he's found that the business turned around and wants even more. Okay, well let's just wait for everyone to get back. In progress. I just sent 3 people because I've got another case. The motel manager saw some people dragging a limp body from one of the rooms. Now they're tearing the room apart, obviously looking for something. Alrighty then. I wonder what they're looking for. More frames. That's amazing. No new frames. Can you please find some frames for this one? I can't solve it otherwise. I don't have the necessary frames for that one yet. A man with a gun in his hand is smoking on the porch of the abandoned house. Shoot him. Yeah, that's a great decision. The music inside the house is pumping loudly. 3 armed men were sitting at the table playing cards, and in the corner there's a frightened woman with a child. 712 complete. Good job, fellas. There's people shining flashlights inside the room, and the voices of perpetrators are raised. Between these ones, I don't know which one. Between these 2. Maybe just draw your weapons and secure the room, I suppose? Criminals are confused. One has a knife and the rest have flashlights. There's a body on the floor covered in stab wounds. Oh, we lost one. Shit. We lost Grant. This has not been a very successful day, has it? Led 2 of my officers into a trap that I set up by accident, and I've just got another one killed. God damn it. Yeah, declare them all as dead.
Boyd here, and I hope you have a hell of a good reason for calling me in the middle of the night.
I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd. I'll call you back later.
No, wait. You're the girl from the prosecutor's office. Lana, right?
Yes, exactly. Oh, I'm so embarrassed, Mr. Boyd. The first thing Mrs. Broom told me about you is that you almost never sleep. I don't sleep too much either, so I thought I'd call you and apologize for last time.
But it wasn't the last time, was it?
Well, I've been going over our conversation in my mind, and I realized how stupid I sounded. You're the chief of police, and there's a strange girl calling you, saying she'll be the next city prosecutor, just to share the news, I guess. I must have sounded crazy.
Not so crazy as you imagine, Lana. When I learned I was going to be police chief, my parents were already dead, and my only friend was working 1,000 miles away from Freeburg. Wife and kids were relaxing on a distant island in the middle of the ocean. Took me 6 hours to get a hold of them. But I had to share the news with someone, or I would have gone mad. All the more because I was surrounded by half a dozen cops who figured they were ahead of me for the job. I figured you were feeling about the same.
It's like you're reading my mind. Now I'm like an outcast here. Most of them still think that Mrs. Broom was joking or trying to show her deputies that she's in charge of appointing her successor. But I know it's no joke.
For some reason, I didn't doubt it, Lana.
That's probably why I'm calling you. I know it's selfish. I'm sure your wife isn't too keen on girls calling you at night.
My wife and I, well, we're not living together. Maybe I'm the loneliest man in town, and that's why you called, to talk to someone even lonelier than you, huh?
I don't like where this is going.
Lana?
You know, Mr. Boyd, maybe I'm an idiot, but until this moment, I didn't realize how lonely I am.
Well, you're in luck, because now you can call me anytime. But if you do, you'll have to call me Jack.
Jack? It'll take more than one phone call to get used to that.
Well, we're not in a hurry, are we?
True.
I really don't like where that's going. 44% of Freeburg believes homosexuality is contagious. They're fucking idiots then. Boutique sale invites stampede. Authentic uniform of German General Karl Wolff discovered in city dump. City Hall still hates me and the Mafia still like me. Cool. Chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Asano didn't come into work today. Cunt. Percy didn't come into work today. Another cunt. Oh, for fuck's sake, just come into work, you knobs. I drank too much, I don't think I can hold it together, can I go home? Yeah, fine. Piss off. I've got 3 officers for the day, this is fucking great. I'm gonna fire the ones that were drinking. Replace them. I'm not having drunks on my squad. Ah yes, I can hire a new detective, can't I? Because I lost one. Right, where's me drunks? There you are. Fire. For coming to work drunk. And fire you for coming to work drunk. There we go. I need a raise. That's barely anything. This man was an honest servant of the city. Today he was buried with military honours. Same with you. This woman was an honest servant of the city. Today she was buried with military honours. Yeah. I liked Kochi until she betrayed me. And then we got on a bit better, and then she died. Anyway, moving on. Jack, one of our kids, climbed onto the roof. He's talking about suicide. We need you to calm him down. At the same time, keep a lid on the situation. Fine. 10 grand. Thanks, I'll keep that. 25-year-old Pamela Cox, a stripper from the club Twister, was brutally murdered at her home. Need to send 2 officers with the SWAT. I can't send officers, it wants me to send detectives and it'll only let me send 1, so I don't know what the fuck you want from me. Nothing I can do about that one. A group of teenagers cleaned out a video rental cash register while the owner, Bruno Boyce, was occupied in the back room. A store employee recognised one of the robbers, a regular arcade room. Okay. Nope, you still want to go out with people. You don't want to go out by yourself. Thanks for being selfish. Let's see if I can actually fill in any investigations. Got him. Rob Lawrence lived in an old apartment he inherited from his father. Okay, well I'm going to wait for my officers to get back and then I'll send them on that one. Probably should have actually solved that one on the next shift because then I would have had decent officers. A teenager fitting the description of the offender is playing alone in the arcade console. Okay, well confirm he's the right person. And he ran away. Shit then, aren't you? Your story back, please. Now for fuck's sake, not an armed robbery. We'll deal with that first. As soon as they get back. The silent alarm just tripped a riverbank's central branch. It appears that 4 to 6 armed robbers have stormed the bank and locked themselves inside. There are at least 15 visitors inside with them, along with dozens of bank employees. Oh my god. 15 hooligans burst into a cafe, broke the furniture into splinters, wounded the manager, and badly beat another young man. A man armed with a gun was at the scene, and he fired a warning shot, but the hooligans only laughed and continued their rampage. They're destroying everything in the area. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to make that one now. No, I won't be able to do that one. Because I've only got 3 fucking officers, and they're all busy. On another big case. Let me guess, civilian died? Okay, so I lost one of my officers in there for some reason. But yeah, civilian killed there as well. Shocker.
1011A in progress.
The police intercepted a radio signal similar to the kind used by terrorist cells. They appeared to be planning a terrorist attack on Freiburg. The radio could only catch short snatches of dialogue, and it sounded like 2 cells, codenamed Green Snake and Jupiter, are going to use something they're calling the Prophet's Hammer to make a giant explosion. And I can't even go out on that one because I don't have a 3rd officer. Great. I'll just send them on the homicide case instead then. Without the lead detective, there's a lower chance of success. Are you sure you want to send the cops alone? Why is he not with them? The fuck is Beasley doing? Why is he not available? And I still can't do this, because I guess it wants me to do 2 detectives, but I don't have 2 detectives available, even though it says 2 officers, not 2 detectives. It's just a typo, I guess, I don't know. A mistake.
1011A complete.
Oh, it was a false alarm anyway, that's good. There wasn't any terrorists in the abandoned apartment and no sign of imminent attack. The signal was transmitted by a toy radio. So it was just kids messing around.
1111B in progress.
The owner of a small grocery reports that teenage drug pushers are always hanging around the corner of outside his shop. I'm tired of calling this in. You cops never do anything. The disappointed man then abruptly hung up. Well, this is the first time you're calling it in, so you're a liar. I'm guessing Beasley's on the other shift, which is why he's not available. So, with that, I think I will try and find some new investigations to fix. Try to solve more things. Jack, what kind of circus are you running over there? Tampering with evidence? Seems your men aren't so loyal after all. Just be glad that we don't want to see any more hype in the papers about this dentist of yours. We convinced the prosecutor not to investigate your little sideshow, but we did ask the feds to look into you. They'll be going over your correspondence with a fine-tooth comb. Well, fuck off. I'm trying to catch the serial killer.
1111 completion.
Cocaine. Just fucking sell it. I don't care anymore. Yep, declare the bitch dead. Moving on.
Boyd.
Jack, I just watched a recording of your last press conference. What's going on with your outfit? You got a problem with your clothes? You should have called me. We could have found you a suit in no time. We could make you the most beautiful 60-year-old cop in the world.
I don't have time for this, Varga.
I know. It just makes me sad to see such a solid fellow dressing up like a teenager. And the new hairstyle. What's with that? If you want to hide your bald head, you should buy a hat. And if you pick out something that is...
Mr. Varga, I am very tired, so if you don't...
Yes, Jack, listen, I'm sorry. I'm calling you about another matter. Me and the boys have got to thinking. Why is it you want $500,000?
Who told you about that?
Come on, Jack, the whole town is talking about it.
Well, I owe someone $500,000. A big boss. He left the city long before you got here. Sometimes sends his thugs to remind me. I want to pay him off so I can retire quietly.
That's it?
That's it.
How boring and old you are, Jack. Okay, I won't bother you anymore. Now, don't forget your sleeping pills.
What big boss is that exactly? Because I've never seen these thugs. Well, I'm going to leave this episode here. Leave a like when you enjoyed watching, don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye.
You ain't scared. Yeah. Things that go bump in the night. Me. I got a zombie army, and you can't harm me. Yeah, hoodoo, bitch. Drink blood like a vampire without warning. Hoodoo, bitch. Stand up. Hide your kids, grab your wife, better get out of sight. Hoodoo, bitch. Let's go.